Good evening, and welcome to Opinionated. Today's topic is going to be more about the transition of power. Mr. T is very busy these days. He's really doing the most, as they say. I guess in my lifetime, which would be almost 38 years, I never seen a president-elect really do presidential things, I guess, and not even took the oath. I mean, that's a big stretch what's going on here today in our era. Big difference. You know, they said he's a different type of candidate, different everything. We're just supposed to nod our head and say, "Oh, this just Mr. T being Mr. T." Very quite interesting to me, though. He's breaking the mold. I say that. I mean, heck, he done broke the mold. He done transformed things into other things. I mean, now you can't even know if he's telling the truth or not. We're supposed to go along like, oh, well, he tweets this, but he says this. Oh, no, he says this, but he tweets that. So that's not how you run a country. That is not how you display yourself to the American people. I mean, it's just wrong and very idiotic, in my opinion. But that's Mr. T being Mr. T, as they say, which is not correct. That is not presidential. And for those of my fellow Americans who thinks for a moment that it is very naive of thinking, because that's not, it's, you know, deep within yourselves, that's not correct. I mean, how do we come from this beautiful thing, right? We went from something ugly to something beautiful, now we're going back to something ugly again. I mean, really? I mean, think about it like in a relationship. You get the hot girlfriend, right? She breaks your heart. Which I'm referring to Mr. B. Then this smooth character slides in, right? Consoles you. Now Mr. O made everything better a little bit, didn't he? It was very comforting anyway. Then after all that good stuff, here comes Mr. T, who is straight talk and tells you what you want to hear, but not what you need to hear. Very interesting, isn't it? Make you say, I mean, I guess Americans today like to be told what to hear instead of being told what they need to hear, which is some truth. And Mr. T is full of BS, and it's true. I mean, he's a womanizer. Fact. He's a bigot. Fact. I mean, if you look at his cabinet that he's surrounding himself with, I can't even say surround himself with. The people he have chosen to surround himself with are bigots. And that doesn't sit well with a lot of Americans. And mind you, see, I'm not putting no color nowhere. Americans. Because that's what all that we are. I don't care if you're blue, purple, or green. We are Americans. We all bleed the same color and breathe the same air. So you can't judge me, it's like I can't judge you. But I can have my opinion about you. And especially when there's facts involved, because I'm a fact guy, you know. Well, you know now. I'm all about the facts. Alright, that's enough of Mr. T. Let's go on to Mr. Van Jones. He's catching some heat these days because of the quote-unquote white lash from this election. In his view, he felt that white America threw a cocktail bomb into the White House, which is Mr. T. He called it a white lash, so to speak, to make his story short, so to speak. He, to a degree, he has a point. I can see his view, because I'm that type of person. I see both sides of the fence. So, from his ideal is, because I say this throughout Mr. O's presidential, he has been stopped every step of the way, disrespected every step of the way. I've never seen a president more disrespected than the one we just had, than this man. I never seen that. I never experienced that. Never. Well, except for the last part of Mr. B's, when he had a shoe thrown at him. But I mean, he was not inside of our country. He's outside of our country when that happened. So again, in our country, we never disrespected a president. And that, I mean, even Mr. C. And he had some funny business up in the house, between him and his wife. Not him in America now, between him and his wife. But that's another story. But stick to my facts here. Back to Van Jones as far as the white lash aspect of it. I feel America, they were fed up, and they voted the way they did. And the funny part is, the majority of the votes were Obama voters. So, I mean, you gotta scratch your head on that one. Like, very interesting. So, I guess Mrs. H had to been, Mrs. HRC, she had to have been a very dark individual. Yeah, alright, she won the popular vote, which is our votes. That's another story, too. Voting these days, oh my goodness. I got so many topics. I don't like dancing around. I'm sorry. I hate jumping around, but it's just so much out here because people need to be aware. I mean, it's very, very scary. And I can just think of my grandmother, and the time she went through. I mean, what she been through when she was coming up. It's funny how things repeat themselves in different fashions. I just hope and pray she gave me the right tools before she departed from us a year ago. But that being said, everybody just need to be level-headed these days. And work is one. That's my main thing. Work is one. Because you work as one, you get a lot more things accomplished. Instead of working divided. I do my part over here. I'll do my part over there. I mean, it's already too much division. I mean, for example, this is funny. You see the commercial with the Twix commercial. You got the factory who makes the right Twix. Then you got the factory over here making the left Twix. Are you serious? They came in the package together. Now you're doing a divide? Come on, man. That alone, little they know, they like, you don't see, these are the messages they putting out there. Then you remember Mike and Ike. Really? They always came together. Now it's just Mike or just Ike? That's not funny. You gotta look at these things. Cause they showing it to you. It's right in front of your face. But alright, that's enough of me rambling. I'm just trying to wake everybody up from my perspective. I mean, see what I'm seeing out here, because it ain't pretty. But just keep hope alive though. Alright. Good night.